You know, when I was growing up, I wasn't exactly a model child. Fact is, I was a juvenile delinquent. I caused my mom, my dad, a lot of grief. You know, the way I was going, I knew where my life was headed. And so, in order to change it, I decided to drop out of school at the age of 17 and join the Marine Corps. I felt, well, I believed that they were going to make me more responsible, make a man out of me. They did. I had the opportunity to travel the world. I was able to meet people, experience things that I never would have had I stayed in the same situation that I was. Now, when I got out, I went back home to Montana. It was a small town. There weren't many jobs there to be had. I wound up trying to find the best way to support myself financially, and then the way that was gambling. There was a small bar. They had a poker table. I took to it quite readily, and I did fairly well on it. I was able to bring in enough money each night to take care of my needs. Now, there were times with these people, you know, because I'd be sitting around with 6 or 7 others. Sometimes I'd win, sometimes I'd lose. There would be times that I'd be holding what I believed to be a hat hand, and I'd shove all my chips into it in order to win. Again, sometimes I'd win, sometimes I'd lose. Well, the same thing is going on with parental alienation. We're each gambling. We have the same table, and we're surrounded by people who want to go ahead and win. Our alienators, their enablers, the family courts and attorneys, and even legislators. We don't always win. Fact is, many times we lose. But if we don't gamble to try to win back that pot, which in this case here is our children, we'll lose every time. What we need to do is push our chips in. We need to go ahead and look at these people with competence. We need to get aggressive. We need to let them know that we're pushing everything in to win. Well, hopefully it works out. Myself, after nearly 11 years of losing my chips because I wasn't willing to do everything I could, my stack of chips have been depleted. I'm now pushing everything in the effort to bring my children home again. That is the pot that I'm looking at. Hopefully you guys are doing the same thing. You can't show fear in the face of what's going on. You have to go ahead and do what you have to do. If you don't, well, at the end of the day, you're going to walk away from that table broke. Mentally, emotionally, and everything else, financially. You know, so I'm hoping that, well, you'll go ahead and push your chips in and play the game. Terrible name that I call it, the game, because it really isn't. But you have to go ahead and play the game. You have to show that you're willing to gamble and risk everything. If not, your children ain't going to be coming home. Do the right thing. Your children need you. They're depending upon you, and it's your duty to go ahead and do what you have to do to be a parent to them, to show them that you love them. Until I do my next video, I hope you'll think about this.